Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to my top 10 most anticipated games of 2012. Now, usually I do one of these kind of lists, like my most anticipated games of whatever year, on the year that I'm actually talking about. So, I would usually do this on 2012 because I'm talking about the most anticipated games for me on 2012. But the thing is, I wanted to do this one like 3 or 4 months before 2012 so I can compare and contrast what I think of my top 10 now and what I think of it in a few months when I see more gameplay or more release dates get pushed back into 2013, or we find out that games get canceled for whatever reason. You never know. I want to do another list like this, the same one, in maybe the second or third month of 2012. So anyway, let's get straight into it with, of course, the number 10, which is Overstrike, which is a new game from the developers of Ratchet & Clank and Resistance, Insomniac, of course. And this one's going to be a multi-platform game because usually they do only PS3 games and PS2 games and stuff. This is going to be the first multi-platform game. This one they didn't really show gameplay for yet, so I can't put it really high in the list. But the little trailer, the CG trailer they showed us, it had a lot of humor, it had a really cool art style. It looks a lot like stuff like Team Fortress, of course. Many people are going to call this a Team Fortress ripoff. I don't think so. It looks really, really cool. I cannot wait for it, to be honest, because Insomniac, I'm not sure about you, but I do like Insomniac. I do like Ratchet & Clank. I do like Resistance, at least Resistance 1. I didn't really play the second, and of course I didn't play the third one yet. But I do like Insomniac, so hopefully this game will be a lot of fun. It does look really cool, and it has a great sense of humor, just like Ratchet & Clank does. Not really Resistance, but Ratchet & Clank definitely has a good sense of humor. So anyway, number 10 is Overstrike from Insomniac. Let's go on to number 9, which is Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Now, last year I think I put this game up to like number 2 or 3 or 4 because I was really looking forward to it. Now it's definitely lower on the list. It's now a number 9 because I saw more gameplay and I was a little less impressed because it looks mostly just like any other Ghost Recon game now. When I saw the gameplay before, it looked really, really cool. It was like it showed a whole bunch of different ways you could do your mission. It kind of looked like that. It didn't really say it, but it looked like you can take out this thing and smash these enemies with that thing that's floating in the sky and stuff. They show more gameplay now. It just looks like a Ghost Recon game, which, I mean, I like Ghost Recon, don't get me wrong, but it definitely disappointed me a little bit, but it didn't disappoint me enough to take it out of the top 10 because it still looks very impressive. It looks a lot of fun, definitely with the multiplayer, the co-op multiplayer. That's going to be a hell of a good time. So Ghost Recon is definitely still on my top 10. Don't get me wrong, it still looks like a great game, but it definitely looks less than it did before because, I don't know, I was really excited for it before, but, you know, it still looks great. So anyway, let's go on to number 8, which is Prototype 2. Yes, I loved the original Prototype. Many people could give me slack for that, but sorry, I really did. I loved the original Prototype. And here, I cannot wait for this because, of course, if you don't know the whole marketing ploy for this game, it's supposed to be the main character of the original game, which I thought was a very interesting main character, is up against a new character. So that means you're not actually playing as Alex Mercer, the main character of the first game. You're actually playing as a new guy named Heller, who is after Alex Mercer because he killed his family. And I love revenge plots, I really do, and it's going to be very interesting to see how the plot unfolds and see what really happened and stuff, because of course it's not like it's just going to be like, oh, Alex Mercer did kill your family. It's going to be this whole conspiracy or some shit, and I can't wait to see it. I really do. I can't wait to play it. I love the original Prototype. That was a lot of fun, so I can't wait to see what they do with Prototype 2. Anyway, that's number 8. Let's go on to number 7, which is the new reboot for Tomb Raider. Of course, I had to put this on the list because that E3 trailer that they showed earlier this year, hell, not even the trailer, the demo that they showed looked breathtaking. The graphics look amazing in this game, and just the gameplay itself looked like it's going to be kind of, I wouldn't say unique, but something that's different for Tomb Raider. Because Tomb Raider, if you don't know, was all about just, you know, Lara Croft being badass, being the Tomb Raider and stuff. Here, it's going to be like, Lara Croft, this is her first adventure, and she gets screwed up in this game. You have to pretty much protect her, because she's not the Tomb Raider in the other game. She's not the Lara Croft in the other game, so you have to pretty much make sure that she does not die, because this is her first adventure, and she gets screwed up. I can't wait to play this game. The reason why it's not higher is because they didn't show much gameplay. They only showed her like a little platforming and her running away. They didn't show much gunplay, but I cannot wait for it. I can't wait. I can't wait. So anyway, yeah, Tomb Raider, number 7. Let's go on to number 6, which is Far Cry 3. This game looks breathtaking. They showed this demo at E3, and I'm looking at this, I'm like, what the hell is this game? It kind of looks like Far Cry 1. And I'm like, oh crap, it could be Far Cry 3. Nah, it can't be Far Cry 3, come on. And it was Far Cry 3. It looked awesome, it really did. The gameplay looked amazing, just how you could sneak around and stuff, just like the original game. It looks like it's going back to how the original was, where it's all set in a beautiful, lush jungle, unlike the Far Cry 2, which was set in Africa, which, sorry, was not lush or cool. It sucked. Yeah, you had to disease the whole freaking game. Malaria. Oh, great. That's why I want to play a game with malaria. So yeah, this game definitely looks great. The graphics are amazing. The gunplay, well, not yeah, the gunplay looks great. The stealth looks awesome. I can't wait for Far Cry 3. It looks like a beautiful game. So yeah, let's go on to number 5, which is Aliens Colonial Marines, which is of course being made by Gearbox, the same guys that brought us Borderlands and Brothers in Arms and Duke Nukem Forever, but we'll forget about that. This game looks awesome because I love the Aliens franchise. I really, really do. Alien 1 and Aliens 2 are two of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time, and games, there really hasn't been that many fantastic games. Of course, we had Alien vs. Predator 1 and 2, and the new one that came out, which I actually really enjoyed. But there hasn't been that many really good ones. This one looks really cool. It looks like you're going to be just playing as the Marine. Of course, the name is Colonial Marines, and that's really cool. That's exactly what I want. I don't want to play as an alien. I want to be I want to be a Marine fighting aliens, and that's pretty much what you're going to get in this game. And it's made by Gearbox, who do really make great games. Besides Duke Nukem, Borderlands and Brothers in Arms are two great series. So yeah, there you go. That's my number 5. Let's go on to number 4, which is Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 2 won me over completely because I played the first one, Mass Effect, and I did not really care for it at all. I mean, the story was very interesting. I just did not like the gameplay at all. I really did not. It was too RPG-ish for me, and thank God Mass Effect 2 came and pretty much took a lot of the RPG elements out, but kept a lot of the good ones in. It was definitely a great game. Mass Effect 2 had an amazing story, amazing characters. This one looks exactly like how Mass Effect 2 did. The gunplay looks great, the action looks awesome, the characters look very interesting. You have some of the same main characters from the other one. I can't wait to play Mass Effect 3, but that was kind of obvious. Mass Effect 3 looks amazing. Let's go on to number 3, which is Borderlands 2. I don't care how much they showed of this game. I don't care if they just showed a little trailer. I don't care because it's definitely high on my list because I love the original Borderlands. Borderlands 1 I put easily over 100 hours in because I loved it to death. I really, really did. It was so much fun. I was looking forward to it. Highly anticipating it when it came out, and it did not disappoint. It was so much fun to play with friends and play different playthroughs and stuff. I mean, it wasn't it didn't have much variety. It was just kill and level up, but I don't care. It was addicting, and it was so much fun, and I hope it's going to be the same in this game. Hopefully they give you more of a story. That's the only thing I'm hoping for. More of a humorous story with awesome characters that actually talk and give you like interesting dialogue pieces and stuff. Hopefully, okay? Hopefully. If it doesn't, it's still going to be a fun game. I know it is. So anyway, there you go. Borderlands 2, Gearbox, you're doing good this year. Well, next year at least. Anyway, number 3 is Borderlands 2. Number 2, what could it be? Number 2 is Halo 4. Do I need to say anything about Halo 4? Do I really need to say anything? I am a huge Halo fan. That's all I need to say. There you go. I am a huge person in general, and I am a huge Halo fan. I love Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Reach, Halo Wars, not really, but I still love every Halo game besides Halo Wars. I love Halo, so Halo 4 is definitely a must. But it is not my number 1. What could be my number 1 if Halo 4 isn't? Something much better must be, right? Let's go on to my number 1, which is Bioshock Infinite. Now, I'm going to tell you right here, I'm not a huge fan of Bioshock 1 or 2. I think Bioshock 1 has an amazing story. Just wasn't a big fan of gameplay. Bioshock 2, I thought the gameplay was better. The story wasn't all that great. Not a huge fan of Bioshock. But this game looks absolutely amazing. The graphics are some of the best I've ever seen in my life, first of all. The characters look very interesting, very likable, and I cannot wait to play the story just because I want to know what happens to these characters. It looks very emotional, looks awesome. The gunplay and the gameplay itself looks really, really cool. The new little plasmids, I guess, I don't know what they call them in the game, but the new plasmids you get, the new power-ups you get are awesome. I just love the environment. It pretty much did the opposite of what Bioshock 1 and 2 did with the environment. It took it to the skies besides going down under the sea, and I cannot wait for this. So anyway, I cannot wait for this. I cannot wait for all these games, but this one is definitely one that I cannot wait for. Even though I'm not a big Bioshock fan, this one looks absolutely amazing. So anyway, there you go. There's my top 10 games for 2012 that I am anticipating. Don't worry, there will be another one very shortly, like another 4 months, I would say. That's kind of short, whatever. It'll go by fast. And I will show you, I will tell you if it's pretty much the same. If it's absolutely the same, then I will not even do it. But if it's different, then I will definitely do another top 10 to show you what's different on my top 10. So anyway, there you go. There's my top 10. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, and goodbye. Oh, and one more thing, remember to tell me your top 10 in the comments below, and remember to follow me on Twitter, Go to Movie God, and friend me on Facebook. Their links are in the description. That's all. Thank you, and goodbye.